Canada, eh?
Hey everyone, it's the Canadian Card Collector here, back again with another video. Today we are looking at the lower end Michael Jordan card market. The Jordan card market has been on absolute fire, and I wanted to take a look at some of his lower end inserts and subsets, and to get an idea of just how much it's moved over the past year. Now I'll be looking at COMC's sales history and show you some graphs that proves that his market has really moved over the past year, including his raw sales. Now some of these cards on the list actually sell in the 4 and 5 figures in PSA 10 condition, but in raw condition, all of these could be had under $100. But even still, the price movements have been pretty significant. So why don't we get right into the data and look at each card individually. Starting off with the 1993-94 Ultra Famous Nicknames. This is a great card, a very early insert of Jordan's, but an iconic one. These were found 1 in every 5 packs, so these are fairly common, but nevertheless, the movements have been absolutely crazy over the last year. As you could see, on average, they were selling for just under $28 back in July of 2025, and now they are selling almost at $100. You could get a little bit less than that, depending on condition. However, they are getting harder to come by just because of their popularity. Nevertheless, this is an awesome card to have. Next card on the list is another early Jordan insert. This is the 1993 Skybox Premium, the center stage. These were found 1 in every 12 packs. Just an awesome up-close image of MJ with a very dark background. If you're familiar with this card and any of the darker cards with dark borders, you know that a lot of them are tough to grade, and I believe in PSA 10 value, these have climbed over the 5-figure mark. In raw condition, these used to sell under $20 back in the summer of 2025. Now we are up almost 300% and they are selling around the $70 mark. As you can see, there's that one outlier over 100. Again, if you can find these in great condition, the multiplier for a PSA 10 is absolutely crazy. However, getting that PSA 10 is going to be very tough. However, most people will not be going for that, and even the raw cards have gone up significantly. Number 3 on the list is the 1995 Skybox Premium Electrified. This is actually a subset and not technically an insert. However, it really has that insert feel, as you could see. Just a great image of Jordan with that electrified lightning and a green background. This is an awesome subset for a fairly middle-of-the-road product, and these were quite cheap even a year ago. You could have found these under $15. And I remember a couple years ago, these were going for maybe $4 or $5 or $6. However, again, up almost 300% on average here, going now for in the mid 50s. So a massive change, almost 4x here over just a year. These are still pretty common to find. However, you're going to be paying a lot more. Number 4 on the list, we have the 1996 Fleer Hardwood Leaders. This was a great insert set. The Hardwood Leaders actually continues over several seasons. This 1996 version, however, has been one of the cheaper ones generally, and still is. As you could see though, from the past year, you could get these in the single figures, average under $10 in July of 2025. And now we are about triple that at $29. So another significant bump here. If you're a Jordan insert collector, this is still a nice price point to get into a 90s insert. The last card on the list is by far the least expensive because it is quite common. This was the 1998 UD Choice StarQuest Blue. These inserts were found in each pack, so they were very common. And this is the lowest tier of the StarQuest inserts. There was the blue, the green, the red, and the gold. Golds were numbered out of 100, and they are extremely expensive. Raw copies will probably run you in the 5-figure range, while high-graded copies probably close to the $1 million mark if you can find it. The blue, on the other hand, just a year ago was about a $4 or $5 card, as you could see. Now we're up almost 150%. Still averaging though in the $13.50 area, so you could find these under $20 every day. And these are all over the place, and I don't expect these to go up too much in the near future. However, you just never know with the Jordan card market. That's it. Those are the 5 cards that really show the lower end movement of the Jordan card market over the past year. Let me know which cards you have, which cards you're still looking to get. I personally own all of these, none of them in high grade. I think the highest grade I have is about an 8, but most I own in raw copy. Unfortunately, I got these years ago. Let me know though which ones you like the most. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.